A lot of work, a lot of practice, a lot of discipline to make it to this point. These young rowers competing all weekend nationally. Camp Randall continuing to lead. Bainbridge Island in second. A fight for third between Mount Baker and Commencement Bay here in this B final, with Three Rivers and Mountain Lakes trailing the field. 300 meters to go to the finish. With the grand final for the men's four coming up in just a moment, with Pacific and Belmont Hill, Deerfield, Newport, Westerville, and Bromfield, Acton, Boxborough competing for the gold, silver, and bronze medals. But right now, 250 meters to go. Camp Randall continues to lead Bainbridge Island with a battle between Mount Baker and Commencement Bay, and then Three Rivers and Mountain Lakes in this B final. But Commencement Bay has begun to pull ahead. But you never know how it's going to end until you get to the end. Camp Randall, they've been leading for most of the race and continue to lead. Bainbridge Island a boat length behind them. Will they have a surge? We'll have to wait and see. But Camp Randall heading towards the finish line here at the 2014 U.S. Rowing Youth National Championships, in the lead here in the petite final. And crossing the finish line first. In the meantime, Bainbridge Island continues to surge and will come in second with a big push from Mount Baker, and Mount Baker captures third. Fourth goes to Commencement Bay, fifth to Three Rivers, and sixth to Mountain Lakes here in the B final. The grand final, the men's fours straight ahead, then the women's lightweight fours, and then the eights hit the water here at Lake Natoma. The national championships, the last race of the seasons for some of these crews, and how satisfying to win your last race. Congratulations to Camp Randall there for winning the B final in the men's fours.
And we have had a quick start here in the grand final for the men's Youth 4 at the U.S. Rowing Youth National Championships for 2014. All crews now approaching the 250-meter line, and all still within contact with the bow ball all the way across. We'll wait a few strokes to see if we have a leader established. But right now there is very little separation. Right now I'm going to make the race call here for our leader coming out of lane 2. That is Belmont Hill. Very slight lead for Belmont Hill over lane 1, Pacific, and lane 3, Deerfield Academy. So Deerfield Academy won this event in 2012. They're a private high school in Massachusetts, and they have students representing 42 states and 37 countries according to their information packet. So you can imagine the talent pool that they have to draw from. Very competitive here. And they have actually moved into the lead, just as I said that little snippet of information. So Deerfield taking over the lead from Belmont, and Belmont sitting in second with Pacific in third, and Newport right there even with Pacific. So Newport Aquatic Center and Pacific even for that third or fourth place spot. Now back by one length in the fifth place spot, it is Westerville from Ohio, and they're in lane 5. They've got a little bit of open water over our sixth place crew from Bromfield, Acton, Boxborough. They row in Harvard, Massachusetts on the Charles River. So really tight racing here as we come to 750 meters in. really too close to call for that lead spot, but very slight advantage is still going to go to Deerfield with Newport even with them. So Newport and Deerfield pushing themselves ahead. Belmont Hill slipping back to third and Pacific in fourth. 750 meters. We've got Westerville in fifth, Bromfield in sixth. Deerfield and Newport Aquatic Center even. Boats coming to the halfway point. Newport and Deerfield pulling the same stroke rating, pacing each other. Coxswain's looking across, matching each other at the rate and pacing each other as they come to the halfway point. Belmont Hill in third. They have 3 seats over Pacific in fourth, and back by 1 seat of open water in fifth place, it is Westerville. Sixth place belongs to Bromfield, and we'll turn it over to Mark for the halfway point.
A cacophony of coxswains at the halfway point, urging their rowers on as Deerfield continues to lead here in the grand final for the men's 4. But boy, it is not a done race by any means, with Belmont Hill and Newport right there in the mix. Pacific right there. Westerville just off the pace, but just about a boat length back. Plus Bromfield, Acton, Boxborough well off the pace, so they are trailing the pack. But a pack of 4 boats here for the grand final for the men's 4. Deerfield is in first, and now it looks like Pacific's made a move. Pacific has now taken over second here in the men's 4 grand final, and a fight for third shaping up between Belmont Hill and Newport. Deerfield trying to hold on to the lead, but boy, they are getting pressed quite a bit. The coxswains yelling back and forth. Deerfield is now trying to fend off Pacific. Pacific has now pushed their bow ball just ahead of Deerfield's. Stamina, technique, strength, all at play here in the national championship for the men's 4. Winner taking home the national title, the gold medal. Deerfield continuing to battle with Pacific for the lead. Belmont Hill and Newport battling it out. Obviously, the Deerfield coxswain called for some changes because they have surged back into the lead. Maybe a half a stroke length lead at the 500 meters to go mark. Deerfield in front, just barely, with now Belmont Hill making a move. Belmont Hill now in second. Just that fast, things change. 1, 2, 3 is Deerfield, Belmont Hill, and Pacific. Newport is going back just a bit, but 1, 2, 3 lanes, 1, 2, 3 lined up there. Belmont Hill has begun to press ahead. Belmont Hill is in the lead right now here in the grand final for the men's 4. Belmont Hill making a strong move and pulling ahead, but still right there, Deerfield and Pacific. Newport Aquatic Centers fell back slightly, but we'll have to see how that all shakes out. But boy, what a battle in the front. Deerfield back in the lead. Deerfield, Belmont Hill, and Pacific going at it big time. 250 meters to go. The championship on the line for the men's 4 at the 2014 U.S. Rowing Youth National Championships. A battle between Pacific, Belmont Hill, and Deerfield, with Newport, Westerville, and Bromfield, Acton, Boxborough in this race. But Westerville and Bromfield, Acton, Boxborough in 5th and 6th right now. We'll have to see how it's going to work out right here. Newport had been in the mix for a while, but right now it's a 3-way fight between Deerfield, Belmont Hill, and Pacific. Coming to the line, bow ball to bow ball. A big surge from Pacific, just short of the finish line. It's Pacific winning. It's Belmont Hill in second. Deerfield, who had led so much of the race, gets the bronze in 4th. Newport Aquatic Center Crossing the line in 5th here in the grand final, it's Westerville. And in 6th in the men's 4 at the U.S. Rowing Youth National Championships in the men's 4, Bromfeld Acton Boxborough in 6th. What a race that was. What excitement. And look at these rowers feeling the effects of this intense racing, laid out on their boats, but still cheering and congratulating each other. The coxswains turning around to be part of the celebration. But what a surge from Pacific to take the gold here at the Youth National Championships. What a race going on here. The lightweight 4 is coming up in just a moment, but Deerfield, having led most of the race, battling off Belmont Hill and Newport and Pacific, and still fighting for it. Just amazing racing here at the 2014 U.S. Rowing Youth National Championships, presented by Rancho Cordova Travel and Tourism here at the Sacramento State Aquatic Center.
Finishers in the men's 4 category are the crew from Pacific.
Go California! Yeah! Homegrown winners! No, they already got their medals, but yeah, stairs. Come on. Come on.
Nathan, JJ.
All right. Got that. Hold on tight. There you go.
Oh, wow.
Yeah!
It goes. Pacific goes. Come on.
Oh, my God, I'm scared.